Peep the money never sleeps, because, you know, I'm trying to get that bag. Y'all need to make sure y'all get that bag too. Get your money up, not your funny up. Even though I be making all the memes and all the Phonk
on the planet.
Gotta get my money up this year. Where are my notes at? I mean, I don't have any notes for this, but I do have the topic on this piece of paper. Is Phonk popular? How and when did Phonk become so popular? And funny enough, I actually came up with this because there's only probably one or two other videos that actually talk about this entire topic of how Phonk became popular or why Phonk got popular in the first place. Obviously, there's going to be a TikTok portion of this video anyway. That's going to be probably in like a few minutes of actually discussing and talking about everything else. I'm going to separate this into 3 categories, and I keep talking about this in my head, but I actually haven't pressed the record button when I'm actually talking about it. I really don't jot down notes when I actually make these videos. The only thing I talk about is basically the topic in general when I think of the ideas. This is how this video is going to be sectioned off. It's basically 3 generations that I'm sort of going to talk about and sect out in this video. Pre-COVID, peak COVID, post-COVID. That's basically how I'm going to talk about everything in this video, because most of these generations or most of these sects of years when it talks about the genre, they honestly make sense to me, especially the amount of times that I think about it. All right, let's start off with pre-COVID. And this is actually going to be also what I'm going to be talking about when I actually show you guys the actual graph that I'm going to pop up on the screen in the next couple of seconds. Pre-COVID, basically the golden era of everybody that calls themselves an OG that was here before TikTok became popular. I think it was called Musical.ly before. Basically the golden era of how most of the people that are catered to my actual audience, how they found Phonk in general. This is sort of the golden era of a lot of people saying this is where true Phonk was created, and it sort of branched off from, I would say, 2016 to maybe the beginning of 2020. That's the era that I'm actually referring to right now. It's really difficult when I say 2016. There are a lot of other producers that started before 2016. Example would be Loud Lord, Smokey, obviously, as we all know him by now. And I think Sudier probably started between like 2016 and 2017, if I can actually remember off the top of my head. But 2017 to around 2020 would have to be sort of the golden era of the actual drops that a lot of people that, like I said earlier, are catered to my YouTube channel and the people that I actually listen to on a daily basis. That's sort of where you know that there are a lot of people that either found the Phonk genre or the people that listen to producers that started around this period of time. Now let's start off with peak COVID. This is sort of the era where I feel like, I don't even want to say the playlist had a lot to deal with the entire situation, but it also had to deal with TikTok as well. I really can't blame anybody because, one, a lot of people know about the actual name and Phonk is actually a lot more popular in general. And why do I say that is because of this graph. This graph is actually on Google Trends, the actual terminology of how many times Phonk has actually been searched up on the actual platform of Google. As you can see, how I talked about pre-COVID or that sort of era, it's not really that famous. I'm not gonna lie, like 2015 to maybe like the beginning of 2019, 2020, the score or interest over time is between like a 0, a 1 at most. And on the increase of people using the actual Phonk content on TikTok in general, it gets to sort of the 10 to 15 and sometimes even hitting 20 when it comes to the interest over time on that Google Trends graph. When I'm talking about peak COVID, this is where sort of the TikTok, the Instagram Reels, the fast cars, the drift Phonk, the house Phonk, the Brazilian Phonk, even though those are 2 different sections of actual making music, because obviously different worldviews and different cultures. That's basically why the graph increased so drastically. Right now on my screen it says October 1st of 2021 to probably even now. I would say the peak of it would have to be the end or beginning of 2023. That's sort of where you can see a lot of people die off and sort of the entire Phonk playlist actually getting updated, because the original Phonk playlist that they actually had on Spotify, it really didn't get updated as much. Now recently you see a lot more people gravitating towards other playlists like the Cosmic Phonk, the Origin Phonk playlist, but that doesn't change the fact, for lack of better words, this is the main portion or the main era or main time frame where the actual genre sort of picked up its own steam. Especially a lot of people are sharing it, a lot of people are making videos, a lot of people are making edits of different Phonk playlists, Phonk songs, however they want to describe the genre for themselves. It really doesn't matter. It's the music that they like, they want to share it. Same example like I'm doing right now. This is sort of what I would categorize as the peak COVID era of Phonk, just for the fact that during this time frame, the interest over time, for 1 if not 2 times while I'm actually seeing this on my actual monitor right now, it reaches 100 within the span of 6 months to a year, versus going back to 2004 all the way up to 2015 and even 2017 or 2018, the entire name, the entire demographic of Phonk was literally only in a small small bubble of SoundCloud and possibly even some YouTube mixes, maybe every once in a while an Instagram story or like a live set, but you really didn't see the actual name get talked about that much. It was pretty much underground, as a lot of people want to keep it. So this is where we're gonna end off on when it comes to the post-COVID era. Hey yo, peep the Masterminds merch too. I'm an affiliate, I'm not a member. If y'all want me, y'all know where to find me. I'm just joking. I don't want to be in a collective right now. I appreciate y'all. I'll definitely support. All right, now we go to post-COVID era. The only way I can actually describe it is after COVID. That's the only way I can actually say without confusing anybody. The hype is basically dying off. People are kind of getting annoyed when it comes to the TikTok edits. They're hearing the same repetitive edits or the same repetitive songs because everybody hears the same cowbell melody. Everybody's using the same drum kits. Well, not the same drum kits. They're using the same style over and over and over again. It's sort of similar to like how there's a lot of people using this producer style in general that I know everybody loves to listen to, and they are following the trends and people are getting tired of it. They are sharing it a lot, but they're sort of branching off to have a different style in general. That's why Brazilian funk started popping off. That's sort of why house funk basically started popping off, because drift funk kind of got tired and annoying and repetitive. Not for everybody, but a lot of people do like that style of music, and that's why you can actually see on the graph right now it's decreasing. While it is still popular, while this video is actually coming out, it's still a popular topic to either search up on Google, see YouTube mixes, make the music in general, and also a community that is more than likely going to be thriving even after this video is produced. More than likely something that future generations of music listeners can talk about. Why do I bring this up? Because honestly, I do want to be a part of this as well. I told everybody before, I do want to see this community grow in general, whether it's good publicity and in some cases bad publicity. Publicity is publicity. That word is a big tongue twister for me right now. But all I have to say is I do want to see this community grow. For next week's video, I do have a special guest. I'm going to keep it a secret until the coming days and everybody gets to know who it actually is. All I have to say is the word that we bring up in the video topic for next week is actually going to be consistency. My God, bro really told and honed in what we were talking about to one word and one word only, and I'm going to follow that until I actually get tired of making these videos in general, which is consistency. That's all I got to say for this video. I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. I know I'm probably going to enjoy making a ton of these videos in general. If you like this video, if this video makes any type of sense, I appreciate you for carrying on and watching the entire thing, because I know I don't want to script these type of videos. I'm gonna try to be more consistent, like the person I interviewed last week that's gonna be out next week. Like I said, I just want to see this community grow. Want to make more videos this week, this year, this month. There's gonna be a song dropping after this video actually comes out. It's gonna be on the February the 1st. I'm gonna try to drop a song every single first of every single month this year, so check that out if you wanna. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I've said that probably a million times at this point, but I will see you guys in the next video. Sponge Pimp out.